Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Harold, what's the key for them against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, they got a great pitcher on the mound, so to me, my philosophy changes when I know he's throwing. I only need a couple runs. So I get that leadoff guy on, I may move him up and drive in a run every time I get an opportunity. And then it just relaxes him on the mound as well, knowing he's got a couple runs early and let him do his thing.
In now is Yasiel Puig. Got him.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Jock Peterson would be next. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You talk about it.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Dodgers down in order. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Now batting, Carlos Correa. He'll lead things off against Kenta Maeda. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And this is fouled straight back.
Oh, right there. Sometimes you can just miss a ball. Doesn't mean you have to swing and miss, but that ball's right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't square it up the way he'd like to. He missed it.
Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4. Coming to the plate now, Johnny Bench. Runner at first to start the inning, and Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Wilson has a play. He makes the play, and the runner will try to tag from first. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
Batting third.
Stepping up to the plate, Ted Williams. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. He's running towards second. He pulls this one into right. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Correa is on his way home. And the run will score as the Cardinals are on the board first. It's 1-0.
When it left the bat, I thought the outfielder had a beat on it. Gave it a heck of an effort, going high for it, but he just can't bring it down. The run came across to score, and he's safely at second, hoping his teammates can return the favor.
Into the box now, number 11. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. So here's Francisco Lindor now. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Skied into very shallow right. Puig over to his right. And the inning is over. Cards get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. Last chance coming up here for the Dodgers. It's now 1-0 St. Louis. Leading off the inning, Jock Peterson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. A swing and a miss there, 2-2.
Now that's a nice pitch. He ran that in there about mid-90s and put it past him.
Hard ground ball to third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 9.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. 1-2.
Hey, Matt, I like the cold weather strategy. You're probably saying, what's that, Harold? Well, the ball's up. He knows it's not going to carry on this cold night, so now you elevate out of the zone and you hope they swing at it and get some cheap pop-ups.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Yasmani Grandal goes down for the second out, and now they're down to their final try. Williams is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player. Standing in, Charlie Blackmon. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And now a slider is swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet, so these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
Batting third.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And he struck him out, so a fine inning here as he strikes out this. At the plate, number 16. He'll take his first hacks here. Here comes Waka on a 1-2. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Grandal gathers. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. Stepping up now, number 11. He's ready for his first AB here in this one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Blackmon. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And with 2 away, let's check in with our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And you can see our series at 1-0 as things are starting to heat up here as we get later into October. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Grandal has it, and the throw to first ends the inning. At the plate, Yasmani Grandal. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Daryl Parker.
Now, Matt, Daryl Parker's one of those guys, you're going to take him to dinner. You know what he's going to order? Steak and potatoes. He is basic. He's going to make sure he does not make a mistake. No sushi, no lasagna. He's not going off the board. Steak and potatoes, man, right here, consistent.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2. On the ground up the middle, fielded cleanly. On to first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away.
Batting six.
Stepping in, Emmett Wilson. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
They'll try again, 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Harper has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Wacha delivering a 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, this veteran pitcher lets you know right away what his game plan is. Fastball inside. He's trying to take away that inside part of the plate to open up the outside. Showing us early.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Another payoff pitch. Line drive to center field. Blackmon is there, and he has it for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Lifted the other way out to left center. Wilson moving to his left. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting six.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. And this will be fouled away.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it.
Softly hit toward the hole. Gonna be a tough play. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. So striding forward now, Logan Forsythe. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch. Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
In now, Marwin Gonzalez. And here's a ball hit in the air. Number 16, ranging into the outfield. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Kike Hernandez.
Stepping into the box, Kike Hernandez. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So striding in, Johnny Bench. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Wilson has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. Stepping in, Ted Williams. He'll get to take his first cuts here. line towards center field. Blackmon is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Here's Chris Bryant now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey,
there's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Blackmon looking up, and that ball is gone. Santa Maria, game over. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over. And guys, the Cardinals were given an excellent starting pitching performance here by this man, Clayton Kershaw. He's our top player of the game.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. For Game 2 of the American League Championship Series, the Mariners starting pitcher, number 33, finished the complete game in his win, helping lead the Mariners to the victory over the Indians 2-1. They now have a 2-0 series lead heading into Game 3. Danny Salazar put together a complete game effort and gave up only 2 earned runs in the process, but still was tagged with the loss on the mound. And that's what's going on around baseball.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Danny, who stands out to you?
well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. This is the guy you want at the plate when the game is on the line. He thrives in these situations. It's almost like he goes to bed and says, I can't wait to play because the game is going to come down to me, and I'm going to make something happen. He thrives on performing in the big moments.
And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. Throwing to second, but it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Batting third, shortstop. Carlos.
Here's Carlos Correa now. First appearance for him here with the leadoff man still at second and 1 gone now. Here's the 1-1 delivery. There's a drive out to left center field. Lindor rounds third and is digging for the plate. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Batting fourth.
Here's Corey Seager.
Corey Seager.
Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Matt, I got to be totally honest here. With Woody Keller behind the dish, don't be too surprised you have a few questionable calls. It's not that he's consistently off, but I've been told it seems like he has a fairly tall strike zone. We'll keep an eye out for that.
3-2.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Forsythe onto the grass. The play is made, but they're going to challenge his arm. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. Cards. Leading off the inning, Charlie Blackmon, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Right fielder.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
Batting third.
Here comes.
Third baseman. Justin Turner.
Foul back.
This is exactly what you want your pitcher to do. You put some runs up on the board in the first half of the inning, and you come back and he's dominating the lineup. 2 strikeouts right away. This is what you want.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Into the box now, Johnny Bench. He'll match up with Julio Urias to lead off the inning. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Hit hard to short. Cabrera's up with it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting check.
Now at the plate, Ted Williams, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
3-1 count to this guy. You don't want to challenge him right here. Don't give him anything to hit. No, no, no. Keep it on the corner.
Seared down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. The pitch. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Turner is there for it. 2 gone.
Batting 7th. Center fielder number 27.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He'll work on keeping. This top of the second alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end. Leading off the inning, Jock Peterson. And they'll need him to get something going here. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ends up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
A quick out number 1.
Batting 5th. Catcher.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Digging in the switch hitter as Dribble Cabrera. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Stepping up now, Emmett Wilson. Sent on the ground out to second. And that will be the first base hit of the ballgame for the Dodgers.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit and the box scores. But, man, that ball's hit hard up the middle. He's going to do well for himself. He stays consistent and keeps that approach.
The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball. Number 11 is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Lays out and he makes a spectacular catch. What a way to end this one.
Hey, how about that play to end this thing? That's what you call the icing on the cake. Cherry on top of the sundae. Exclamation point. I love it.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. They left 1 man on base. For the Dodgers,